Same person, same skills, same starting point. On the left, the traditional path. Get a job, work 40 hours a week, make $3,000 a month. After rent, bills and expenses, and then you're left with maybe like $500. On the right, the prop firm path. Invest like $164, pass a challenge, and then trade with $50,000. And just so you understand something, if you make just 8% in a month, that's $4,000. You then get to keep 80%, and that's $3,200. Same person, same month, but one path leaves you with $500 and the other leaves you with like $2,700 after expenses. That's like 5 times more money from just one simple decision. Now let me ask you this seriously, like which path sounds better to you? Because in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how the right side works, the challenges, the strategies, the mindset, and the exact steps to get your first payout. Because here's the thing, most people never even know this option exists, but now you do. And so the question is, what are you gonna do about it? I know what you're thinking, another prop firm video promising the world, right? But here's what makes this different. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to show you the math, the psychology, and then the exact system that actually works. I've personally withdrawn over $250,000 in total payouts, $2.5 million in accumulated funding, and I've taught hundreds of students to do the same. But more importantly, I'm going to prove to you today that you don't actually need $1 million account. You don't need Lambos, and you don't need any of that flashy BS. All you actually need is $50,000 in funding with a prop firm, and most importantly, the discipline to execute. Because here's the truth that most people actually miss. Financial freedom isn't actually about private jets. It's about paying your rent without the stress. It's about putting food on the table without checking your bank account. And that's exactly what we're building today. So let's talk about a $50,000 account. What does this actually mean? I'm going to show you the math that changes everything. So with a $50,000 account, if you risk just 1% per trade, that's $500 of risk. Now, let's say that you have a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. That means for every $500 you risk, you make $1,000 when you win. Let me use real data from one of the Blue Guardian traders in the database. His name is Jamie. Now, Jamie has a 40% win rate. That means that out of 10 trades, he wins 4 and loses 6. So let's do the maths. He wins 4 trades at $1,000 each, that's $4,000, and he loses 6 trades at $500 each. That's $3,000 in losses, with a net profit over 10 trades of $1,000. Now here's where your mind should be blown, okay? If he takes 2 trades per day, that's 10 trades per week, which means he's making about $1,000 per week. Multiply that by 4 weeks, that's $4,000 per month. Times by 12 months, that's $48,000 per year from a $50,000 prop firm account. That's legitimately more than the average salary of most countries. And you did it with like $200 of initial investment. But let me show you something even crazier. What if you don't make $1,000 per week? What if it's only like $500? That's still $2,000 per month. That's $24,000 per year. That's rent. That's groceries, and ultimately that's freedom. Or what if you make $2,000 per week? That's $8,000 per month, $96,000 per year. And here's the beautiful part. Once you prove you can do this consistently on $50,000, you scale to $100,000, then $200,000, then $500,000. At $500,000, you're making 10% per quarter. That's $50,000 per quarter and $200,000 at the end of the year. But here's what no one's actually telling you. You don't start there. You start with $50,000. You master that. You get consistent payouts, and then you scale. Because the skill that gets you consistent on $50,000 is the same skill that gets you consistent on $500,000. The only difference is the zeros at the end. All right, so you understand the potential. Now, let me give you the exact system to make it happen. There are 3 pillars to becoming a funded trader. strategy, psychology, and execution. Let's start with strategy. Your strategy needs to be proven, not by someone else, okay, but by you. So here's what that actually means. You need to find a mentor whose strategy is proven with real results. Backtest that strategy yourself on historical data. Then what you need to do is forward test on a demo account. Then you document every single trade, and if it works for them but doesn't work for you, that's okay. Take what resonates, adapt it, and then make it your own. Because here's the truth, a strategy that works for someone else might not actually fit your personality, it might not fit your schedule or your risk tolerance. Now the next pillar is psychology. This is where 90% of traders actually fail, and it's not because they don't know how to trade, but it's because they cannot for the life of them control their emotions. Psychology means understanding that $50,000 is enough. It's not chasing bigger accounts before you're ready. Accepting that losses are a part of the game. Staying disciplined when you're winning. Staying disciplined when you're losing. And everyone has a number that makes them sweat. For some, it's $500. For others, it's $5,000. For some, it's $50,000. You need to know your number. And you need to actually train yourself to stay calm, because if you can't handle the pressure at $50,000, you're never going to handle the pressure at $500,000. Now, the final pillar is execution. This is where everything comes together. Execution means having a plan, and your trading playbook should include your exact strategy written out step by step. Your entry and exit rules, your risk management plan, and your daily routine. Let me give you the exact risk management plan that I use. It's called the 10 trade rule. So you risk 1% per trade, no matter what, win or lose. It's always 1%. So this keeps you consistent and it lets your edge play out. And if you fail the account, you don't waste your time trying to recover. You just move on to the next challenge. Or you could use more of a dynamic risk plan. Start with 1% for the first 3 trades. And then after you lose 3 in a row, drop to 0.5%. And then if you lose 5 more, drop to 0.25%. This gives you 18 total trades before you hit your max drawdown. More room to breathe, more time to find your rhythm. Choose the plan that fits your style, but whatever you choose, stick to it. Okay, so you've got the knowledge. Now let's talk about what you do next. Step 1, choose your challenge. Go to a prop firm like Blue Guardian and look at the $50,000 account. At Blue Guardian, a 50K account costs around $200, I think $207. Now, here's the key. Use the 10 trade rule. Figure out how many challenges you can afford. So if you have like $1,000 to invest, you can technically buy around 5 challenges at Blue Guardian. That's 5 attempts to get funded. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Give yourself some room to fail and learn. This keeps the pressure off and allows you to make really good trading decisions in line with your trade strategy and your trade risk management plan. Step 2 is set up your trading environment. You need a trading platform, a journal, a trading plan document, and a distraction-free workspace. This isn't optional. If you don't have these, you're setting yourself up for complete failure. And step 3 is start with demo trading. Before you touch your challenge account, practice on a demo for at least 2 weeks. Take 20 to 30 trades, document everything, and then see if your strategy actually works. If you can't be profitable on demo, you won't be profitable on a live challenge. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the step that most people skip. So don't be most people. Step 4, take your first challenge. Buy your challenge, read the rules carefully, understand your max daily loss and max overall loss. So for a 50K account, that's usually around $2,500 max daily loss and around $5,000 max overall loss. Phase 1 profit target is $5,000 and phase 2 is $2,500. Stay within these limits, please, and trade your plan. Nothing more and nothing less. Now, step 5 is journaling everything. So after every single trade, you're gonna wanna write down what you saw, why you entered, how it felt, and also what you learned from that trade. This is how you improve. This is how you find patterns in your behavior. And the traders that journal consistently are the ones who get funded, period. And step number 6 is joining a community. Trading alone is actually really, really hard, and finding a community of traders who are on the same journey will give you accountability. They're gonna support you when you're struggling, and they're gonna celebrate with you when you win. And the real-time feedback that you get on your trades is completely invaluable. That's what I got the most value from in a community. This journey is tough. Don't go about doing it alone. Look, I want you to leave with something important. Trading is hard, like really hard, and it's probably one of the most difficult careers you can choose. I'm speaking from personal experience. You're gonna fail, you're gonna blow accounts as well, and you're going to have days where you question everything. But what separates the winners from everyone else? Winners don't give up. Giving up is actually the easiest thing in life. You just stop, like that's it, hands up, done. But if you keep going, if you show up every single day, even when it's hard, even when you're not seeing the results, that's really what trading is all about. That's what doing anything hard is all about. Because here's the truth, a $50,000 funded account can change your life, but only if you treat it with some respect. So don't chase the Lambos, don't chase the luxury, chase consistency, chase discipline, and chase the person you're becoming through this process. Because when you master trading, you don't just master the markets, you actually master some part of yourself. I know it sounds super corny, but it's true, and it's something that I've experienced. So here's my challenge to you. Take everything you learn in this video, write down your action plan, and then take the first step today. If you want to get funded with 50K or even 100K instantly without the evaluation, there's a link in the description, and this is the best way to get started with becoming a full-time trader. Blue Guardian is one of the most reliable prop firms out there with millions of verified payouts. It's never been easier than right now to become a funded trader and turn prop firm trading into a full-time career. Remember this, the only traders who fail are the ones who give up. So don't give up, but be smart about it. So that's about it. Your $50,000 account is waiting. Go get it. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you at all, smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this on this channel. Cheers everyone. I will see you in the next video.